freeze frame. Hello and welcome to our 20 for 20 talk show. This is episode 4, where we're talking about episode 4 of the Seadaran Chronicles. Before we get started, disclaimer.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to just have no burden.
Now I'm gonna bring him back.
So this show is recommended for mature audiences and, pause the music, which is Michael Galfi, by the way.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
Shots.
So yeah, the show is recommended for mature audiences and contains, but not limited to, swearing, violence, gore, and sexual references. If the aforementioned content is likely to offend, we advise you to stop listening to this podcast. All accents, locations, and characters are not based on real people or cultures, and similarities are completely happenstance.
You swore?
I always swear.
You
This is
swore.
true.
So yeah, that was episode 4. That was sort of the conclusion of the main event. I guess we'll just go from left to right.
Traumatized. Traumatized, crying.
Oh yeah, wait. We need to do an introduction because this is a 20 for 20 short. Technically, is different. So I'm Cameron, the DM.
I'm Alex, one of the players that plays Ender Jurassic.
I'm Jack. I play Zyle.
Mitchum, I play Oscar Weaving.
I'm Daniel. I play Matthias Terulius Septimus Yasir Aljabar. I'm the Tiefling Artificer.
I do have a last name. Sorry. I didn't think we were doing it. My fault.
I do all of my names.
So yeah,
Which one's your
I guess going through how we feeling.
How dare you say that? How am I feeling? I feel utter shit. Experiencing everything. I knew I shouldn't have gone to the tavern. I knew I was going to be traumatized when I saw everything. But I felt like I did good. I did good with the goblin, John, and Zid? Tej. That's the one.
Zid.
I was I know there's a Z
Zid.
in there, but yeah, Tej. Save them. I need to get my belt back off of him, so I'm going to fucking take that off.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very impressed with your quick thinking. I did have sort of routes of what you could go where you could have saved or let them perish, which obviously would have changed your options in the future.
I told him to put him down, so you know.
But no, you did very well, and pretty impressed with your quick medical thinking.
Oh,
Got the good outcome.
Not even a medic, and I just assumed, yep, pressure, done, sweet. But I don't know. No, just the scene that you presented in the backside of that tavern, I was just that is the most awful. It's worse than the scene that you presented when I first entered the tavern. That was beyond fucked. I was this is no way. There's no way Ender would not be traumatized with what he just saw. Fucking seeing Fletcher, both Fletchers, and just the sword going through the back. That's just messed.
Yeah, I was trying to. Again, I was trying not to go too over the top, but I kind of really wanted to ground you guys in a sort of this is real.
Oh,
This has happened.
You
sort
fucking
of
did.
Yeah.
But I was still annoyed that Harvey Miller was down there fucking chilling, which is, again, questionable.
He did his best.
He did. He had.
I'm gonna ask him questions. I'm gonna interrogate him.
Frightened man.
Ancient.
He knows where your girl is. So I'm going to be where's Isra? Where's Sophia? What did you hear? What the fuck happened? Simple as that. He was there when it happened, so surely he knows something.
Maybe.
Is it slave trade or is it worse?
Pause.
Slave.
You know what I reckon it is? How?
Oh, the ship.
The ship, yeah.
Nah, I wanted to steer. I mean, it's not exactly slavery, but what's the difference between slavery and prisoners?
So they're rationing them.
I reckon they'll brainwash them into more mercenaries. So how do you recruit
It's
mercenaries?
not exactly slave trade. They're not taking these people to trade them. There's no real slavery in. Again,
It's a fantasy.
there's no slavery. There is
Enslaved.
slavery-like
So
things, but it's not exactly forcing people to do shit against their will
Oh,
for
so
all time.
It's slavery Disneyfied. Gotcha.
Yes, yeah.
yeah, I feel they've taken only the most significant people. Obviously the mayor, yes, significant.
Ouch.
But they only went for people that I guess are easier for them to take.
That
so-
almost have like plot armor.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
No. so-
Unlike Jason didn't have any plot armor there.
I did struggle for a long time on seeing who they would have taken, and my options were basically like who would have likely fought, who would have likely run, and who would have likely not done anything and been a victim.
I shit you not. Like when I was thinking, like, oh my god, who am I to worry about? I was thinking like the Fletcher, Isra, Sophia, Doxia, the guys, and literally at the bottom of the list was Eleanor Baker. I was like, there is no way in hell they're gonna kidnap her. Either
10 men.
yeah,
Just to roll her down the
10 men at the least, or
They did break in and it's like, nah, not worth it.
Yeah.
not worth it.
I ain't carrying that back.
She's asleep and they're like, nah.
You go to the bakehouse and it's like the same scene at Oscars. It's just like torn in half. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But I feel like how it's set up now, and it was actually good that like we got to the point where like, okay, adventure. Now we know what to do. This is the mission. Find him.
Yeah.
Infiltrate the dealer, fund supplier kind of deal.
Again, these like I sort of told you guys when I first began this, like the first 4 episodes is the setup, like, you know, to give you a proper plot hook. So I just don't say you meet in the tavern, you know, giving you guys a little bit of motivation on to go on. But again, I mean, all pathways are probably leading to a similar place. There is up to your choice. If you had picked Grenford or Forge Home other than the Great Forest, I would have accounted for that, obviously. And
But Tej is joining us on this journey, is he?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Tej will be going.
Yeah, he'll be our guide.
That
Sweet,
guy.
sweet.
That's a good asset.
When you were writing this up, did you expect us to head south?
I didn't expect. I tried to give you good options for either one.
Because I heard that when you
I-
said the Seadaran soldiers, I was thinking, oh, that's a good option.
I didn't expect you to head to Grenford. I thought Grenford was the least likely that you would choose. It's a bit out of the way, but with the added benefit of being the capital of Sierra, might have drawn you there. I was trying to make it a really good option between Forge Home and again, to try and get you out and about and see a bit more of Sierra.
Give
as
us a
well.
reason to get out.
goes
Yeah.
to Black Sand instead. It's
Warwick,
complete opposite.
Forge Home is a really, really interesting place. I think you would have really this Great Forest at least really interesting for you guys as well. I was expecting you guys to do a 50-50 and you almost went Forge Home. I thought you were going to take Forge Home with the entire rest of the village, which would have been interesting. But yeah, no, I think you guys have done a decision.
Is it a good one? Who knows?
Ooh, what
In any decision,
what are
and
you
I
gonna do with your brother?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I just gotta leave him. I can't take him.
You're an orphan now.
I
Bah.
gotta keep him with the
Stay with the kids kind of thing.
what's her face?
Bala.
Yeah, that bad.
Oh,
Auntie Amelia.
your brother can be your new character
there you go.
sheet.
Yeah, she's down with my aunt.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Brother, I'm here.
I
I'm
die.
raising a rogue.
I die, and for some reason, like,
Your brother's setting traps with mugs. He's a rogue.
bro, fuck that.
yeah, so
You got mugged by your brother.
Four
So next
HP.
episode is probably going to be a little. I think we've had a couple of really good, intense sessions now. We're going to sort of drop back into the sort of not exactly monotonous, but sort of slice of life. Probably a couple of episodes, maybe, depending on how we feel. I'll figure it out. I now need to write up the entirety of this plot line. So
You're welcome.
again, I've got checkpoints, and again, like all roads would have sort of led to similar places, but the journeys that you take on them will obviously be very different.
Is Deardis our Rome? Like all roads lead to.
Yes and no. Deardis is going to be an interesting take. You probably won't head to Deardis or now probably Grenford until probably the second arc, which I have already planned. The first arc is where we are now. If we get stuck with it or we don't want to go any further after the first arc, which will probably be close to a year of sessions anyway. If we don't want to go on with arc 2 or whatever like that, then we don't have to. But arc 1 is meant to be an entire plot line in and of itself. Arc 2 is just an addition to that. And then arc 3, if we got there as well, is just an addition to that as well. But they are self-contained, so it's really up to us. If you're enjoying it, then we'll continue. But if not, then whatever. Yeah. Anything else? How is everyone else feeling at the moment?
Sad.
Bloodthirsty. I just want to kill something, man. I was so hoping someone was at my house. I was like, yep. I was like, about to get divine smoted.
Your house is probably a little bit too far out of the way for the bandits to get to in time.
Surprised my brother survived. That's wild.
Yeah, me too.
I tried my best.
Fourth. Did you always plan on like my sister and mother just going?
Sort of. I mean, I play a lot of this through improv and sort of what I think is a good idea at the time.
Sounds like DM.
I was trying to get, again, my main goal was to try and get motivation for all of you to continue on. It doesn't help if just everyone was chasing down Matthias's mother. It wouldn't work if everyone was just chasing down Isra. But I'm trying to get individual motivations from all of you to try and bring some passion. And
Yeah, I wouldn't have left if they weren't taken. So well played.
I mean, shit, I didn't want to wait. I figured, fuck it, stay at home, make shit better. Makes sense to me.
We don't have the resources yet.
Or the
We can talk
people.
about it
Yeah,
another
all the
day.
people. We have 20 people to run 150 people.
child labor camps.
Right? It makes sense. You guys don't understand.
The new age.
New age.
You know.
Yeah.
One of
so-
Oscar's goals right now is Traders Cove will be rebuilt.
Hey, you might after all this is done, it might be the place that you and your friends and colleagues head back to try and rebuild once it's all done.
Become rich and
Oh.
just-
That's cute.
Can I retcon something? So yeah, it sucks that it's in the talk show, but because I like took my brother back to the town and stuff, can I like open the pens to my animals and let them go?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, holy shit! You should have.
Because you know, if I just left them there,
Well, if they're heading up north, just tell just take the animals. As
I-
Yeah, because I guess you don't
I'm
you
west.
don't know at this point.
you know what? That's fair. That's fair. So they're
they-
dying in a cage.
For a couple of days.
yeah, they weren't gonna
Oh, I
leave.
thought we were
like,
leaving immediately.
"All right,
Oh,
let's
we need
go."
to like
Oh.
bury the dead,
Bury the
clean
dead.
and clean up
You know what?
everything.
I'll just do it.
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
guess we haven't really talked about burial rites in Traders Cove, or I
Yeah.
guess.
It's
Mass
whatever you
graves.
believe in, right? Wanted the
Yeah.
river or the water. Some people.
So it is a
bury-
little bit of what you believe in, and again, you sort of have the four main arcs of the four main councils. You've got your summer, winter, spring. Well,
Thermo
Sweet.
is the god of freedom, right?
god of freedom, I believe so. Yeah.
God, these nuts.
So for
Free with the wind.
I guess for my take on it, that would be a cremating
God of warmth.
Yeah.
warmth. Oh yeah, fire. There we go.
There should be there is an AKA there as well.
An AK.
Yeah.
AKA,
good.
AKA.
Oh.
So gods are known by two names.
Yeah,
The god of freedom. So I think he's the god of warmth and the or something.
Not on Jack's notes,
Can't
and I
exactly-
couldn't open it on
Unacceptable,
Discord for whatever
Jack.
fucking
Well,
reason.
you know, I only did one because I didn't think, you know, they deserve to.
They
God of
deserve-
warmth makes sense.
Fucking heaps of.
But yeah, no. Thermo is the first god of summer.
Does yours open up? Might be saying
no.
connection.
Who's Thermo? This old fella here.
Hyades, Neos,
You got Thermo,
And Zoe.
Pyre, and
I just got their first name.
Kaimer,
Kaima.
Because yeah,
the burning god.
my mother died during the spring during spring the goddess
Spring
of life.
1999.
Yeah, so in the forest as a way to get back to life.
Yeah, so you can. I guess there are lots of different traditions. Being on the beach, there are a couple of different ways that you can go, and again, it is just due to preference, or perhaps just whatever month you're in. So, lighting a pyre and burning.
Yeah.
Burial, being sea, where your body is sort of returned to nature that way, or sort of being left out into the woods where
You get back to the nature
you
of
get
the
back to
animals.
nature that way.
I like the whole. What is it? The Viking
On a ship.
funeral. The ship lighted on fire. Because that makes sense. Could you imagine like the current changes and all like 50 people start floating back into land? Ugh.
I think that's why you always
Yeah.
do it at what was it?
receding
tide.
tide,
tide,
it's
yeah.
going out. Like, yeah, oh, hi, Mum, I buried you or had your funeral a few days ago. Welcome back. Half eaten and bloated.
Pretty sure that's why they burn it. So, like, most remnants are gone.
I've always liked the idea of burning myself, but
No, wait,
Well,
what?
it's a bit weird.
Like-
no, like cremation, pie, that sort of stuff. Like I always find that it's the most. I don't know. It feels very noble. Feels very like traditional.
I don't want to be worm food. I don't know how I want to go out. I'm too young for this shit, man. What the fuck?
But yeah, no. So
got shit to do.
there are multiple options. You can do a mass pyre. There are a lot of people to bury.
A mass grave would be very labor intensive.
Yeah.
Mass grave would be.
And we're about to do a lot of travel, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend it.
I think.
I think. Well, if you're doing a regular grave, I think they're at least 10 feet deep.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was always 6 foot.
No, it is like 6 foot, but I think you have to dig about 10 foot. So you can have like the
The
coffin.
coffin on top of that.
I could be wrong. I have no idea. I've never buried
You
someone.
can always do a shallow.
But it's
grave.
meant to be deep enough to not allow scavengers and that sort of stuff to come and pick on the remains.
That's fucked. Jesus.
Lay them to the crows, boys.
So yeah, so if you're doing that, digging that deep of a hole, and if you are just doing a mass grave, probably take quite a while. Collecting enough wood would probably be pretty rough as well. To do.
Well, I mean, there's half burnt houses, so we could probably just
Yeah, well,
take some of them.
I suppose.
We're discussing on how to bury people. Or
Yeah.
send people off. But
I guess they could, chuck them in the fisherman's daughter.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Oh, well, I don't know.
It's like a final goodbye. Put them all in the town hall.
So yeah, you can't really burn the church. So I was about to mention
Yeah,
burning
that'd
the
probably be
church.
the worst way to go.
Yeah, do not fucking do that.
It's like, what is actually technically fully burnt? Just use that. Just whatever is not really usable anymore. Just put them.
Anyway, we can discuss that next session.
Gotta
Is
bury.
there anything anyone else would like to ask questions on? Clarification? Comments?
Why'd you
land
have to
claims?
traumatize us so damn hard?
Yeah.
I almost cried.
Oh, I was this close as well when you said like he was latching onto something. I'm like, please no, don't fucking do it.
Well, I mean, that's good that I can try and evoke emotional responses. So
I was straight up tearing up with the whole like
Your father.
in front of mom, and it's just like.
that's my goal, and
It's my goal to make us cry. I like
well, it's my goal to make you guys feel something. If you guys can come away from any of the sessions feeling something, then I've done my job correct.
So that'll be like $50 for my therapy session after this.
Well, if you keep going, I'm gonna be feeling nothing. I'm gonna be a numb
I'm gonna be
fucking
completely
human being.
numb to anything.
Don't worry. The
Don't
Nah.
don't hate me
is
or
behind
Matthias.
us right now.
The what?
Wait, what? What'd you say?
I was going to say the worst is behind us, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I thought you said something was
just
behind
saying-
us. I was like, who the fuck
just
is it?
is behind us right now. So,
Whatever happened just then. is now
T-Day.
behind.
You know what?
yeah.
I'm gonna say this. The cassowary is looking at us through the forest like, hey, little
yeah.
fuck.
Man, I really
Not
wish I
knowing
could
that we're
tame
level 2 and we're like, we're gonna fucking eat you.
Don't think bad of me how I act with Matthias. Like I personally would want to look after as many people as possible. Matthias is
No,
like,
I-
fuck, I ain't walking with the wounded. That's dumb.
I think you all are playing your characters very well. Some of you are sort of sitting into your characters a little bit better than others at the moment, but we still have a lot more development to go through. But I think you guys are all doing very well. I'm very, very impressed, very proud,
Thanks, Dave.
very happy with the characters and how they're shaping up to be. So,
Who's your favorite character?
I don't
Oh,
have
here we
favorites.
go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mum.
It's
Damn.
Jason. It's literally all of the NPCs. That's
Yeah, he hates
it's
the
interesting.
PCs.
I'm excited for the next part of the story, which we will be able to tell next
In 2 weeks.
in a fortnight.
Which, hopefully, I'll remember to bring snacks for.
Facts it is.
Snakes.
Breakfast, bro. I've been fucking struggling.
So yeah, any last things? No.
I'm happy.
All right. Thank you very, 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 very much for coming with us on this part of the adventure. Join us in 2 weeks on our Twitch, or if you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, comment.
Roast us.
If you want any questions answered or anything like that, send them through either on our Twitter or YouTube or whatever, and we'll get to them as quickly as possible.
Is there any questions we have to answer now?
No, nobody's been watching this.
How dare you?
Damn, breaks my heart.
That's all right.
There was a couple of viewers. I don't know if they stuck around.
But yeah, so yeah, it'll be up shortly. Send through anything. We'll be more than happy to answer. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.